Welcome to 9940 Design, where we dive into the planning numbers in South London to give you insights into the trends in your area. Today we're going to be talking about planning applications received in Bexley, Greenwich and Lewisham, and what the trends are showing us for the local construction industry. Just so you know where they are all neighbouring councils in South East London, and we're looking at validated planning applications over the last 2 weeks to see what this means for the future of construction in those areas. Let's start with Greenwich. Over the past 2 weeks there are 148 applications. This figure is roughly in line with March from previous years, but it's down from last month. But it's worth noting that February was above average itself. It's in line again with December, which played out like a normal month rather than a normally slightly depressed month that it is. So these numbers are still very buoyant. Over the last 4 to 5 weeks these numbers have been consistently high. What's really interesting is that the last 3 months have been above their long-term average. The sustained high application levels are a clear signal that there's a lot of activity in Greenwich right now, and this is definitely a positive sign for the local construction industry. Turning to Bexley, there are a lot less applications in general. The borough is more residential and has less commercial spaces, and house and land values are less, so historically we've seen fewer planning applications in Bexley. There are 112 applications in Bexley over the last 2 weeks, and over the past 6 or 7 weeks or so there's been a noticeable increase in validated applications, which shows a clear upward trend. When we break it down further, we see that the current number is higher than each of the last 3 months, and the high volume has now been sustained for several weeks. This increase is another positive sign for the local construction industry in Bexley. If this trend continues, we could be looking at growing demand in the area. Moving on to Lewisham, it's closer into central London and it's more of an inner city borough than Greenwich and Bexley, so between Bexley, Greenwich and Lewisham we get a good cross section of South London. The numbers are up here too. There are 124 planning applications in Lewisham over the last fortnight. The numbers are high compared to the last 3 months, but December and January were low months, so actually the number for the last 2 weeks are roughly at the normal levels. So to sum up, both Greenwich and Bexley are showing positive signs for the construction industry. Greenwich has seen consistently high application numbers, while Bexley is experiencing a noticeable rise, particularly in recent weeks, but Lewisham is doing the numbers that we would expect. These trends are definitely worth keeping an eye on, and we'll continue to monitor the data and bring you updates in future episodes. Thanks for listening. We've been 9940 Design. We'll give you another update next week, so click the subscribe button to stay in touch.